Gianluigi Donnarumma to Chelsea. Arsenal and Manchester United target hinted Premier League. Comeback. Chelsea want $100 million for their striker. Newcastle could land a $50 million Italian Wonderkid, and much more. So let's talk about it. Gianluigi Donnarumma to Chelsea. Gianluigi Donnarumma in the Premier League? Yeah, that's not a joke. And it's Chelsea knocking on the door. The man who crushed English dreams at Wembley, who saved pens from Sancho, Rashford, and Morata, and just led PSG to their first ever Champions League title, might now be coming to England full-time. Ironic, right? According to L'Equipe, Chelsea are seriously eyeing Donnarumma after Robert Sanchez's horror show last season. And let's be honest, that's been a painful watch. Now, Donnarumma's not perfect. Sometimes he makes you nervous, but when it's a penalty shootout, you want him standing between the sticks. Against Liverpool, he saved penalties from Darwin Núñez and Curtis Jones. Quarterfinal, crucial saves versus Villa. Semi-final, Arsenal couldn't find a way past him. And then he watched PSG smash Inter 5-0 in the final. Easy day. He's only 26, but already has a Euro title, Champions League, 4 League Ones, 2 Coupe de France, the Yashin Trophy, and a player of the tournament at Euro 2020. The scary part? He's just getting started. Chelsea and PSG face off in the Club World Cup final tomorrow. If Chelsea win and grab the prize money, that could literally help them fund this transfer. PSG better hold on tight, because Chelsea are ready to pounce. Arsenal and Manchester United target hinted Premier League comeback. Victor Gyökeres just dropped a hint, and Arsenal and Manchester United are listening, loud and clear. The former Brighton striker, the one who never even got a proper Premier League shot, has lit the transfer rumors on fire after his latest comments to L'Equipe. He said moving back to England would be great revenge. Cold, personal, motivated, just how fans like it. Now, let's be honest. Arsenal desperately need a consistent goal scorer to push past second place. And United, they finished 15th. Yeah, not a typo. Ruben Amorim couldn't save them after Ten Hag was sacked. Both clubs are shopping strikers like crazy, but Gyökeres, he's not just hype. At Sporting Lisbon, he's been unreal. 97 goals in 102 games. Those are video game stats. He's already been through the EFL grind. Swansea, Coventry, even that playoff heartbreak. He's battle-tested. Now he wants to come back, with a point to prove. He didn't get his chance at Brighton. Now, it's revenge season. And if Arsenal or United don't pull the trigger soon, someone else definitely will. Chelsea want $100 million for their striker? Chelsea have officially lost their minds. They want $100 million for Nicholas Jackson. Yes, you heard that right. The same Jackson who just 2 years ago couldn't even get a move to Bournemouth over the line. Fast forward to now, he's bagged 30 goals in 81 games for Chelsea. Not bad, but not $100 million good either. 17 goals in the 2023-24 Premier League season, 10 last year. And let's not forget, he did deliver in Europe. A brace in the Conference League semi against Djurgården, and the opener in the final versus Real Betis. But here's the thing, he's also been frustrating, wastes chances, gets compared to Darwin Núñez, got a red card against Flamengo in the Club World Cup that left fans fuming. Now, with Liam Delap and João Pedro arriving, and Enzo Maresca having zero ties to him, the writing's on the wall. And here comes AC Milan. They've got him on a short list. They've sold off Reinders, Theo Hernandez, and Kalulu, and they've got cash ready. If Rafael Leão leaves too, even more money on the table. Serie A made Lukaku look like a beast again. Maybe it's Jackson's turn next. But $100 million, Chelsea might be dreaming or bluffing. Let's see who calls it. Newcastle could land a $50 million Italian Wonderkid. Newcastle United could be about to pull off something massive, and surprisingly, it might all come down to Sandro Tonali. Reports say the Magpies are targeting Giorgio Scalvini, the 21-year-old Atalanta center-back who's already played over 100 games in Serie A. He's been on everyone's radar. United, Spurs, Juventus. But Tonali might be the secret weapon. Why? Because during Italy duty, Tonali's been talking. A lot. Apparently, he's been hyping up life at St. James's Park, the fans, the city, and how much he loves working with Eddie Howe. Now, Scalvini is said to be intrigued by the move. And who wouldn't be? Newcastle's defense last season was hanging by a thread, with Dan Burn, Botman, and Schär doing overtime while Lascelles and Kraft were mostly injured. They've looked at Leonardo Balerdi for $30 million from Marseille. But with Champions League football locked in, they want to go bigger. Scalvini won't come cheap, though. Atalanta want over $50 million. But Newcastle have cash. They've got Tonali in his ear. And they've got momentum. Eddie Howe already won the Carabao Cup and ended a 70-year drought. He's building something scary. And Scalvini could be the next brick in the wall. If this happens, it won't just be a signing. It'll be a statement. Douglas Luiz set for Premier League return. Douglas Luiz is back on the Premier League radar, and not with who you'd expect. After just one disastrous season at Juventus, West Ham have emerged as serious contenders to bring him back to England. Luiz joined Juve last year in a $50 million move from Aston Villa, a big signing at the time, hyped as a midfield anchor. But the reality? He barely got a look in, just 516 minutes across 19 Serie A games. That's not even 6 full matches. Now, Juve have told him he's free to go. And to add more drama, this comes right after his breakup with Alicia Lehmann, who also joined Juventus last summer. They went from couple goals at Villa to not even seen together at Juventus's title celebrations. Something clearly broke. According to Gazzetta dello Sport, West Ham are already in talks. They're eyeing a $10 million loan with a buy option of up to $30 million if things go right. Honestly, this makes sense. West Ham need energy in midfield. Luiz needs a restart. And Juventus? They're already hunting his replacement, with Tottenham's Yves Bissouma on Igor Tudor's wish list. It's crazy how fast things change in football. One minute, you're a $50 million star in Turin. Next, you're on the phone with West Ham after a messy season and a public breakup. Let's see if this comeback story happens. Bayer Leverkusen signs Wirtz replacement. From Ajax to Bayer Leverkusen, Malik Tillman is back in the Bundesliga and stepping right into the spotlight. Leverkusen have just completed the signing of the USMNT star on a 5-year deal, bringing him home after nearly a decade bouncing around Europe. Tillman started at Bayern's academy, went to Rangers, shined at PSV, and now he's landed in a massive opportunity at Leverkusen. Why? Because he's being tasked with the impossible, replacing Florian Wirtz, who joined Liverpool this summer in a record-breaking deal. No pressure, right? New boss Erik ten Hag clearly believes in the 22-year-old. This is his first big move since arriving at Leverkusen, and the club's statement was loud and clear. Malik Tillman joins from PSV on a deal until 2030. Welcome to the work self, Malik. This comes right after the signing of Christian Kofane, a young Cameroonian striker from Albacete. So yeah, ten Hag's cooking. Tillman's message to fans? Just sign the contract. I'm going to enjoy a couple more days of holidays, and then I'm excited to see you in the Bay Arena. Now, the real fun begins. Leverkusen head to Brazil next week for preseason and face Flamengo's U20s on July 18th. Tillman's got the talent. Now we see if he's got the timing. Florian Wirtz left huge shoes to fill. Let's see if Malik Tillman's ready to step in. Jadon Sancho rejected Chelsea's mega offer. Jadon Sancho just walked away from a $200K a week Chelsea contract. And now things are getting weird. According to Ben Jacobs, Chelsea were ready to keep Sancho permanently after a solid loan spell, even offering him the same $180K, $200K week wages they'd already been covering. But Sancho said no, and because of that, Chelsea had to pay $5 million just to walk away from the deal, despite a pre-agreed $25 million transfer fee with Manchester United. Yeah, not your usual rejection, especially when Sancho had actually outperformed names like Joao Felix and Mykhailo Mudryk in that crowded Chelsea squad, racking up 41 appearances. So why the U-turn? One word: money. Sancho reportedly didn't want to take a hit on his $300K a week United wages, which is wild, because now he's not even part of United's preseason. Ruben Amorim has excused Sancho, Rashford, Antony, Garnacho, and Malaysia from reporting. All are likely heading for exits. And get this, Sancho's now open to a move to Juventus for $25 million. So, the salary issue? Apparently not an issue if United pay him a $5 million severance package. Football politics, man. He's got 1 year left on his contract. But right now, Sancho's future is more complicated than ever. Chelsea wanted him. United don't. And Sancho, he wants his payout. Serie A top scorer joined Saudi League club. Well, this escalated fast. Matteo Retegui, last season's Serie A top scorer, is heading to Saudi Arabia, and Al Qadsia are breaking the bank to get him. According to Gazzetta dello Sport, Atalanta have accepted a whopping $68 million fee for the Italy striker. Just paperwork and bonuses left before it's done. Retegui is set to earn $16 million per year, plus $4 million in bonuses. That's $80 million over 4 years. That's wild money. It also makes him the second highest paid Italian in football after Marco Verratti. What's even crazier, Atalanta had no plans to sell him. They were happy he was scoring 28 goals last season, but then came the Saudi cash, and Retegui made it clear he wanted out. So Al Qadsia upped their bid, and Atalanta said, fine. This becomes one of the club's biggest sales ever, just behind Rasmus Højlund's move to Manchester United. Atalanta also get an extra bonus, $3.5 million through FIFA's Solidarity Rule, paid to clubs who helped develop Retegui. Now for the big question, who replaces him? Don't expect fireworks. Atalanta will first look at internal options: Scamacca, De Ketelaere, Toure. And if that doesn't cut it, they've got eyes on Rodrigo Muniz and George Mikautadze for future windows. But losing the league's top scorer just before preseason? That stings. So, thanks for watching. Make sure to subscribe the channel for more football news videos, and Football Chatter will be back with another video.